Tears in the Desert Gaza War offers a poignant and unflinching look at the ongoing humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip. Through a tapestry of personal stories, historical analysis, and sharp critiques of media representation, the work unveils the profound human cost of this protracted conflict. It delves into the lives of ordinary Palestinians living under the weight of occupation and recurring violence, revealing their resilience, despair, and enduring hope for a brighter future. The narrative does not shy away from showcasing the brutal realities of war, displacement, and loss. It confronts readers with the stark images of destruction and the heart-wrenching stories of families torn apart. Yet, amidst this bleak landscape, Tears in the Desert also illuminates the indomitable spirit of the Palestinian people. It highlights their unwavering commitment to family, community, and their struggle for self-determination. By weaving together these diverse threads, the work provides a deeply moving and thought-provoking exploration of a complex and often misunderstood conflict. Tears in the Desert moves beyond the headlines and statistics to reveal the human face of the Gaza conflict. The work is interspersed with poignant accounts of individuals who have endured unimaginable loss, trauma, and displacement. We meet families struggling to rebuild their lives amidst the rubble, children grappling with the psychological scars of war, and medical professionals working tirelessly under impossible conditions. These personal stories are not mere anecdotes, they are the heart and soul of the narrative. They serve as powerful reminders that behind the geopolitical complexities and seemingly intractable disputes lie real people with real lives, hopes, and dreams.
One particularly moving story is that of Fatima, a young mother who lost her husband in an airstrike. Left to care for her 3 young children alone in a refugee camp, Fatima's story is a testament to the strength and resilience of Palestinian women in the face of adversity. Despite her own grief and trauma, she remains a beacon of hope for her children, determined to provide them with a semblance of normalcy and a future free from violence.
Through Fatima's story and countless others like it, Tears in the Desert humanizes the conflict, reminding readers that this is not just a distant war, but a human tragedy of immense proportions. To fully grasp the complexities of the Gaza conflict, Tears in the Desert delves into the historical roots of the crisis. The work provides a concise yet comprehensive overview of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, tracing it back to the early 20th century and the rise of Zionism. It examines the key historical events that have shaped the current situation, including the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, the subsequent displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians, and the Israeli occupation of Gaza in 1967. By providing this historical context, the work helps readers understand how decades of displacement, dispossession, and violence have fueled the ongoing cycle of conflict.
Furthermore, Tears in the Desert does not shy away from critiquing the role of international actors in perpetuating the crisis. It examines the role of Western powers, particularly the United States, in providing military and diplomatic support to Israel, often at the expense of Palestinian rights. The work argues that a just and lasting peace cannot be achieved without addressing the root causes of the conflict, including the occupation, the blockade of Gaza, and the denial of Palestinian self-determination.
This historical analysis provides a crucial framework for understanding the contemporary situation in Gaza and the challenges to achieving a peaceful resolution. Tears in the Desert casts a critical eye on the role of media in shaping public perception of the Gaza conflict. The work argues that mainstream media coverage often perpetuates harmful stereotypes and reinforces existing power imbalances. It critiques the tendency to portray Palestinians as aggressors and Israelis as victims, ignoring the historical context and the power dynamics at play.
The work highlights the language used to describe events, noting how terms like terrorism and militants are often applied selectively to Palestinians, while Israeli military actions are sanitized or justified. Moreover, Tears in the Desert challenges the notion of media objectivity, arguing that even seemingly neutral reporting can be imbued with implicit biases. It examines how the framing of stories, the choice of interviewees, and the omission of crucial information can all contribute to a distorted and incomplete narrative.
The work calls for greater media literacy and encourages readers to critically examine the sources of information they consume. By exposing the limitations and biases inherent in much of the media coverage, Tears in the Desert empowers readers to think critically about the conflict and to seek out alternative perspectives.